never been
the
here.
last 30 years. And, you know, getting your best we're in today. You know, I mean, we've got so many problems out here in this world, it's unreal. Yeah, I'm an old dude.
They were trying to see me say.
I mean, you're down, that's it. And so we put them right up the front where they were going, but
Nancy Nathanson and Bill Morissette.
that's quite a few.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the Ways and Means Committee.
Margaret Carter's the chair.
Yeah. They've asked us to acknowledge Abel Gordley and her staff for their work with senior issues. Apparently Abel's been...
Gordley?
Yeah. I don't know about OPI specifically, but I do know that she has been advocating strongly on behalf of seniors and people with disabilities this session. So I don't know her stance. I don't know her stand on OPI. Oregon Project Independence is specifically for seniors and people with disabilities.
Good.
Roscoe already get into an altercation?
Over here, and our staff person over here will pick that up. Thank you.
My name is Maya Chamberlain. I'm a program director for Friendly House in Multnomah County. We allocate OPI funding to members of our community. I'm here today to represent a couple of voices who wanted very much to be here, but because of the long trip and a lot of sitting, they weren't able to make it. So I'm reading a couple of letters that they asked me to read on their behalf. Dear committee members, today I received a call from Friendly House asking me to partake in their advocacy efforts in Salem on 4/26. It is with heavy heart that I had to decline their request due to my inability to sit for long periods of time. You see, I had a hip replacement several months ago. My recovery has been long. Due to unforeseen complications, I have required more assistance than I ever thought I'd be willing to accept. Thanks to Friendly House and funding from OPI, my recovery is at home. I'm a longtime social worker with an extensive background in senior emotional wellness. In addition to working in social service, I am an aging woman who struggles with depression. When I was told there'd been complications as a result of my surgery and I was going to have to recuperate in a rehab facility, I was at the lowest point ever. I view myself as an independent person with all the supports I need. I refused rehab care and went home. It didn't take long to realize that I was in over my head, and I enlisted the support of Friendly House. A caseworker greeted me at my home with a food box she'd prepared, keeping in mind my need for easy meal prep. Within 2 days, she'd arranged for me to have someone come in and assist me with bathing and housekeeping tasks. Housekeeping tasks that I was not able to do. My caseworker has explained that the assistance I was receiving was from a fund called OPI, Oregon Project Independence. I liked the sound of it. I'm well into my recovery, and the good days are getting better. The bad days are getting fewer. I no longer need the extra supports from Oregon Project Independence. I do know at this time in my life, my body is winding down. It gives me tremendous comfort to know that OPI is there for me when I should need it. I ask you with all that I have to secure the funding so that I know when my time comes for me to ask for a little help, it'll be there. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kathleen Svaney, and I strongly recommend and support that you come up with funds to keep the Oregon Project going so that seniors can stay in their homes as long as they are capable of maneuvering and capable of corresponding, and even if they need extra help within their homes. I had my mother who lived by herself until she was no longer able to live by herself because she could not take care of herself. And I found that when she was placed into a care facility, she did go down quickly. I had an aunt also who was living independently, and she got to a point where she could not take care of herself sufficiently enough, but there was no way that someone could come into her home, to be paid to come into her home, to see that she ate properly, that her clothes were kept clean. She came then to live with me because the doctor said that was another choice. She lived with me as long as she could, and as long as she was in my home, I could see that she was capable of carrying on with herself. But once she was placed into a care facility, again, there was that downslide, because once you're put into a care facility, you lose everything. You lose your independence, you lose your thoughts, you're under control of where you go and what you do and what you have and what you don't have. So it's really important. I am a senior. I'm not to a point, though, where I know that in the future I will have to be in the circumstances, and I would like to see that we can stay in our homes up to the very last. Thank you. Thank you.
Senator Carter and the committee. My name is Roscoe Blunt, and I'll be very blunt. I am not asking you to save anybody. I'm asking you to save yourself. Save yourself. Save your mama. Save your father. Because there's one statistic I am certain of, and that is everybody who is not getting old is dead. And you will be getting it. You will make it. I pray. We need additional funds. We need additional funds because veterans are coming home and you're on your way to the nursing home. I pray you won't make it. I pray that you can stay at home, be with your family, be with your children, and the next time somebody has asked for money, let it be you out here. And I bet you can be a lot more explanatory than I can.
Roscoe, you're a genius.
Maya and Tom Chamberlain, Megan Brendel.